Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Wake Up Bright, where I share all the things that help me live each day a little brighter. I'm April Lauren, and I'm on a journey to lose 200 pounds. I have lost over 95 pounds, and I have less than 105 pounds to go. I have not done this workout. I used to do this workout almost every month, the first year of my journey, and then this past year I've done it a few times, but not nearly as much. Kettlehell. So those of you who have watched me for a while, you probably remember this workout, but I'm gonna do it for time just so I can see if I've improved since the last time I've done it and how much I've improved overall. Alrighty, so I am home now and I'm just gonna get changed and then we are gonna do some kettlehell. And it's feeling like it might be a little bit of hell. Let's do it. Alright, I am feeling the anxiety. I am feeling the anxiety. Last time I did kettlehell, I did it in a little over 13 minutes, like 13:10. And then, let's see, I was with Yenna in DC. So I prefer to do this workout with her because it's like, you know, our thing. But she just had a baby, so, hey babe.
Hi.
Can I help y'all? Can I help y'all?
I'm just looking at what you're doing.
I'm filming.
Are you filming?
Yeah, would you like to be in the video?
So how fast are you trying to go?
Golly. Were you eavesdropping? Did you hear what I was saying?
No.
Oh. So last time I did it in 13 minutes and like 8 seconds, I think. It might have been 6 seconds. But I was with Yenna. I was just telling them that I prefer to do this with Yenna. Do you want to change and do it with me?
Not really.
Will you?
No.
I didn't think so. So get up out of the garage! Just kidding.
So double kettlebell squats, double kettlebell lunges. Ouch. I hate lunges. Shoulder press. I hate shoulder presses too, but that's just because I've got baseball injuries in my right shoulder. Kettlebell swings, is that Russian or American?
I didn't do double over my head. I prefer full extension on the kettlebell swings, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do 2 kettlebells up over my head. That just sounds like death. Like, I'm gonna drop them on my head. What is, he's going to see something. We'll be back. I thought he was gonna go change, like low key in my heart. I was like, oh, he's just gonna go change and do it with me. No, he was just trying to prove me wrong. Okay, so I've got my earbuds in. I'm gonna put on some music, put my hair up, and we're gonna get started.
Waiting for the chance, trying to understand. Time keeps running, time keeps running. Can't get that far if you're scared to leave. Never reach those stars if you don't believe. So wake up, wake up. Don't waste your life on looking down. Gotta lift your feet up off the ground. Get up, and find yourself. Find yourself, find yourself. Find yourself, find yourself. Every step you take, it all begins to change. Feel your heartbeat running, your heartbeat running. Breathing a better life. Now your eyes are open wide. There's a new day coming, a new day coming. You can't move on if you don't let go. Gotta break these chains if you wanna grow. Wake up, wake up. Don't waste your life on looking down. Gotta lift your feet up off the ground. Get up, and find yourself. Find yourself, find yourself. Find yourself, find yourself.
The first thing we have to do is decide what we want, and then to decide the best way to get it, and then we need to move forward. And sometimes the moving forward comes before we've even really fully wrapped our head around what it is that we are after. And in my case, that was a healthy, happy life. And I am so happy that every day I live a little healthier. Every day I do a little better. It's all the little things. It's all the small things that I do. It all compounds over time for extreme progress. And I'm only halfway there. And I cannot believe how far I've come, how much easier it is to move, and how much more joy I feel throughout my days. It's really amazing, and I want that joy for everyone. I want everyone to be able to believe in themselves. That's just something that has to come from you internally. It has to come from you, and it's so important to focus on ourselves, to challenge ourselves, and to move forward and just keep moving forward, even if we stumble, even if we fall, even if we fail to meet our own expectations. Just continue forward, pushing a little harder every day, living each day a little healthier, taking the time to figure out what we need, how we work, and then pushing ourselves towards success. Recently, someone asked how I stay motivated even when the scale doesn't move as fast as I would like or as I want to. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle to stay motivated. What for me isn't a struggle was that I determined what I want. I determined my whys. And I did that early on, and I think about that list and I make a new list of whys, and those whys propel me forward. Also, having these non-scale points of measure have always really moved me forward. It's becoming interesting at this point because the progress is not as intense. At the beginning, when I could barely walk a mile, it took me over 40 minutes to walk a mile, whereas now I'm pretty much at my max speed. When I improve, it's a few seconds. It's not, cutting my time in half. And that's a different feeling. And it's the same with losing pounds. It feels really good to have a big loss on the scale. Even now, if I get on the scale and it moves down more than I think it's going to, it feels really good. And for me, I really can't speak for anyone else, but for me, it's just important to remind myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why am I doing it the way that I'm doing? And unfortunately and fortunately for me, I have this history. I have this history where I was super aggressive about weight loss. I was on a super low calorie diet. I was still doing cardio and I lost all of the weight. And then I had to work so hard to maintain that weight loss. Then when I got depressed, all of the weight flooded back. I couldn't maintain that lifestyle. So I know how important it is for me specifically, and we're all different, but for me, it is so important for me to go slow and steady and for me to make this a complete lifestyle change, something that I'll always be able to maintain. So one of the things that continues to propel me forward is having lost the weight and gained it back. I must go slow and steady. So while I would love to get big numbers on the scale week after week, that would be awesome. It's more important for me to be able to keep the weight off once I've lost it. And I'm just so grateful to have the love and support that I do from you guys and from my husband and my family. At the end of the day, though, it really does have to come from me. It has to be from me what propels me forward. And as I was saying, having lost the weight and then gained it back, I know that any shortcut, anything that I don't think I can maintain for the rest of my life is not the way for me to go forward. And so slow and steady for me wins, and that knowledge helps motivate me. It helps encourage me to look for small things to be grateful for, to celebrate. And also, losing so much of my mobility with my injury before has given me just this new grasp, this new take on celebrating the things that my body can do. So these non-scale points of measure are everything for me. So another key is finding what could be everything for you.
Seem to trace our steps. We forget, but something's missing. You try to catch your breath, fall back and around in circles, and I'm just as tired as you. And I can't find an excuse. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? We're looking up while we're falling down. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? We're chasing love before we hit the ground. We go around, we go around, we go around. How wasted time as you waste mine. We go around. You try to hedge your bet, still you call me when we know it's over. I still say it's for the best. We agree until you need me, but I'm just as tired as you. And I can't find an excuse. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? We're looking up while we're falling down. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? We're chasing love before we hit the ground. We go around, we go around, we go around. How wasted time as you waste mine. We go around. Let's talk about what we don't say. Can you see where this is heading? It's endlessly upsetting me. Am I just crazy and lonely? Second guess.
That's it? What sucks?
My time,
What was it?
12:53.
Okay, not bad.
I'm not exactly the happiest. Thought I would have done better. Go up in the weight, but still, I really thought I was gonna be able to do it in 12 or less. Even like when I did that first round, I was like, I think I'm gonna be able to do this in like 10 minutes. Talk about silly. The fourth round, I took a really long time. So all of the other rounds were right at 2 minutes. The fourth round was 3 minutes. So that sucks. That sucks. It's so hot. It's so humid. I'm glad that I did it. When I was actually doing it, I felt really good and really like confident. I just felt really good. And then when I finished, I was like, meh, you suck again.
No! We suck again!
I am so grateful to be where I'm at on my health and fitness journey. I miss the feeling of like the big improvements. And I don't guess I'm gonna have those anymore. It's gonna be different and I need to adjust. I need to adjust my expectations. I wanted to do Kettlehell to finish out the year. I'm gonna be doing my mile for time to finish out the year. So these are two things that I started doing in the very beginning, like my first videos. I did a Kettlehell, my first videos, I did a mile for time. So that is my next one. And right now I'm just like, I had kind of like these grand ideas, and this kettlehell's kind of put me in my place. Like, it's like chill. I'm so sweaty. I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh, it's everywhere. I'm sweaty everywhere. Most important thing to me is that I progress, and I am doing that. And sometimes the marker of progression is a great improvement, and sometimes the improvement isn't that much. You know that you've done the work, then you just keep going forward, and there will be that big change. But for now, for me, I've gotten to a point where that change, I'm gonna have to work a lot longer to get that effect, and more consistently. Man, that little kettlebell kicked my butt. I still have workout to do. This is just gonna be my warm-up, and I'm just like dead. I'm dead. Well, I'm excited to look at the side-by-side footage, and I feel like that's typically when I feel better. It's like I feel really defeated until that moment where I'm looking at the me then versus the me now. Like, that progression is always really powerful. So let's do that. I love seeing the differences in my range of motion and how I'm able to move. I feel so strong, and I feel like I'm watching the footage back really doing the movements, where at the beginning I was still doing them, but my capability was so limited, and that's something I'm really proud of. Now, the first time I ever did Kettlehell, it took me about 45 minutes. This particular time was the first time we recorded it, and I did it in just under 26. Then by the time I hit my 1 year mark, I had shaved it down. I did it in a little less than 14 minutes. And then this time I did it in just under 13. So I was really hoping to get it under 12. And I almost feel like if I did it tomorrow, I probably could. I haven't done it in so long. The last time I did it was with Yenna, and that was when I went to visit her. And so I feel like I need to do this regularly. I need to just bring it back, doing it monthly. So maybe we'll see that coming up soon. But I feel like I also have other fitness goals, so I don't want to keep adding stuff to that plate. But I'm so proud of how far I've come. I love that I make these records for myself, like being able to look back and see myself. And even I listened to part of the video that I made back when I recorded this in DC, and it was so, like I said, so many things that I needed to hear right now, like today, like that benefited me. And it's just like it's like an online video journal at times, and that makes me so happy. And I would not be able to see this progress. Like, the going slow and steady is such a powerful thing. An issue with, and it might not even matter if you go super slow or if you go really fast. It's hard to see the forest through the trees, you know? So as we change, it's hard to see unless you have the progress photos. So for me, progress photos, having video has been so helpful. I love being able to go back and see where I've come from and remember the way it felt. When I look at videos from the past, I can remember how it felt. And I love when I walk now, everything feels so much more even. And I still have some gait issues. Like, it's never going to be 100%. That's a guarantee from like my surgeon. Like, my sides are never going to be what they were, but I'm getting so much closer, and it just makes me thrilled. I'm so grateful. All right, beautiful people. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday for my Weigh-In Wednesday video. And I hope that you have had a great Monday so far. And if you haven't and you want to follow along on my journey, click that subscribe button, ding the bell, and you are worth doing the work. You are worth doing the work to live each day a little healthier, a little brighter. You're worth the work to figure out what you need in order to be successful with whatever goals you're working on. And I am rooting for you. Love you so much.